She didn't want the attention. She didn't want to make a public speech. She wants to get out of there, go home, and get on with her life. But Jesus obviously has something else in mind. You see, he had already healed her in the physical problem of her physical problem. But that wasn't what had driven her to press her way through the crowd and touch him. Something under her physical condition had driven her, pushed her to the edge, and drug her to his feet. It was her uncleanness. The blood she could have lived with. But it was the isolation and spiritual death she experienced day after day that ruined her life. And when Jesus stopped and publicly exposing her healing, he gave her what she needed the most. Everybody knew now she had been healed. They didn't need to hear it secondhand. They didn't need to buy a newspaper, turn on the radio or TV. They knew that she was healed. They knew it was safe to touch her now. The value of coming to Jesus is that he changes us on the inside. He takes our damaged lives and remakes them in his image. And then he heals us in a way that makes others realize that we're safer to be around now. In 1 Corinthians, Paul tells us about the church in Corinth. He writes, "Do you not know that the wicked will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived, neither sexual immoralities, nor adulterers, nor prostitutes, nor thieves, nor greedy, nor drunkenness, nor slanderers, nor swindlers will inherit the kingdom of God." 1 Corinthians 6, 9, and 10. They are not safe people. They hurt others. They take advantage of others. They live only for themselves. But then Paul tells the Corinthians, and that is what some of you are, but you are washed. You were sanctified, and you are justified in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ by the Spirit of our God. 1 Corinthians 6, 9, and 11. All things will begin to pass away. All things become new. And we may have been those things before, but we're not those things once we come to God. Once we give our heart to God. Once these people believed in Jesus, repented of their sins, confessed Jesus as their Lord and Master, and were buried in the water of baptism, risen up in a new life, then Jesus took people who was damaged inside and healed their souls. He started to make them safe to touch again, and he can do the same for you today. He can do the same for you today. All things pass away. All things become new.